and then it's just mild swearing.
That might be tough.
Hey guys, welcome back to Life with 18 Cats. I'm Kim. If you're new here, welcome in. Great to have you. Great to see you. This is a special edition. We usually do this on Friday nights, dinner date night. However, I am not at home. I am not at home in Missouri right now. I am actually in Minnesota, and we're doing a special edition because I have a special guest. I get to finally introduce you guys to the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Stuart. Stuart.
How's everybody doing?
Hey Heather, how you doing, honey? So yeah, so this is Stuart. This is my buddy Stuart. This is the first crush I ever had in my entire life when I was like 10. Yeah, 10 years old. Yeah, about that. Hi Gertrude, how you doing, honey? Chrissy says woot woot. I told you. Look at him. Isn't he a honey? Isn't he a cutie?
Hey, you know what?
What?
You got to look good when you get old and look
What I'm
good.
saying. Listen, you got to have personality or looks. I really need to make sure my looks keep up. Oh my god, too funny. Patty says, "Good to meet you." Gertrude, first crush. Yes. So, guys, um, so for those of you guys that joined me earlier, how much did you love Furball Farm, and how much would you love me to go back tomorrow? Just wondering, because I'm thinking about it. Thinking about going back tomorrow and visiting again and do another live stream. So you guys have to just kind of give me your ideas.
And she's been trying to get me to go, but that's not
I'm
happening.
trying to get him to go. He's like, I don't want to go. Always up for that. Good. I'm so glad because I really want to go. Hi, Lori. How you doing, honey? So, Stuart, like I said, guys, listen. Oh, please do it. Okay, I figured you guys would be like all up for that. It's 350 cats. Of course you have to go. All right, listen. Enough said. Enough said. That's what I'm gonna do then. And you guys were listen. You know what these guys were doing? It was so funny because at Furball Farm they also have a Twitch stream going on, and they have a big, huge TV up on the wall where it's always playing the Twitch stream. And hi, Mother Superior, how you doing, honey? Um, these guys, you can go onto their Twitch stream and you can actually like do things to make the Twitch stream talk, so they can make vocal messages. So I'm standing in there, all of a sudden I hear, "Hi Kim, hi Kim, hi Kim, hi Kim" from the TV. I'm like, stop, you guys. It was cracking me up. It was so funny. Okay, so like I said, guys, I'm just doing a little intro here. We're gonna turn the reins over to Stuart because Stuart's he's gonna try to impress me with food that is healthy and that tastes good. I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical.
It's going to be cheap and easy. And instead of buying mac and cheese in a box, you can buy spaghetti sauce in a jar that's healthy. You're going to learn a little something.
Spaghetti sauce in a jar. Okay, so here's the question of the night. What are we making?
We're making spaghetti.
Oh, okay. So listen, that's good to know.
And that's a zucchini. So we're
Mhm.
going to have zucchini noodles.
Zucchini noodles?
Zucchini
Shut
noodles.
the hell. I'm excited about this, guys. I'm excited about this. Kim is the nugget queen. I am the nugget queen. Nuggies. Irma's here. Hi, Irma. Patty, we had to do it. Does anyone know what the Twitch name is? Mother Superior, somebody in here I'm sure knows. Somebody in chat. Patty, can you share and help Mother Superior with how to find them on Twitch? Why doesn't he want to go to the sanctuary? He's had bad experiences with cats in his life. Apparently, he's the cats beat him up, I guess.
20 stitches in the head from a cat.
20 stitches in the head from a cat, so now he's like, I don't want to be around the cats. Because one cat messes you up, and you got to blame all the cats from now on.
I'm literally scarred for life.
So a little while ago, we were just talking about just things that have happened in my life or whatever, and I asked Stuart, I'm like, so did you ever think that the little girl that you met way back when would grow up to be, kind of a rebel in life? And he was like, well, kind of, yes.
You guys should have known her when she was 10 and 11 years old. She was already a troublemaker.
Well on my way.
She's good. She's turned out very good. Let me tell you.
What?
So I've been proud of Kim ever since I found out that she changed things, turned things around, and then even more proud when she turned around and started Life with 18 Cats. I was heartbroken because of the cats thing. Just kidding.
And this guys, is how this is gonna go tonight because there's no niceties around here.
She thought I was
Oh,
coming after her earlier with a knife,
he was
and
talking.
she threatened
He
me.
was. I did. He was talking to me with the knife, and I'm like, "Don't you wave that knife at me! I know how to turn it around on you." I learned my own kung fu from the streets. Street foo.
I could go get my machete, but I
Oh.
don't think that it would be very hard to make dinner with that.
Listen, I know street foo. Don't make me.
Oh, okay. So one of the things I grew up out in the country, and of course we've already had this conversation about animals, but I grew up hunting, and that's I ate a lot of
Understandable.
wild game and fish.
Right.
She came down on me pretty hard about my
Lamb. Lamb, you guys. He's talking about eating lamb. I'm like, lamb? That's a baby. That's awful. Lamb is a baby. It's a baby, Stuart. I can't believe it's babies. He eats baby lambs, little cute little lambs.
I don't actually eat the lambs, I just eat the meat.
Lori says he is so handsome. You still think so, Lori?
Look, if you think about it, 200,000 years ago, they ate whatever they could find.
But I would think that Kim, we're on you and the lamb side. Yes, yes.
So what do you think they do to adult lambs or
Listen, meat comes from the grocery
or
store.
cows?
Nope, meat comes from the grocery store. Ladies and gentlemen, please back me up on this. Meat comes from the grocery store. Where the grocery store comes up with these magical items is not my problem.
If any of you really want to learn how to live healthy, just let me know. But you're going to learn some things that you may not like.
That's right. Gertrude says meat is all packaged neatly. Look at how neat that is. It's
Yeah.
magic. It's like Harry Potter magic. It really is. Hi, Fritz. How you doing, honey? You know, I don't have a problem. This is the thing. I don't have a problem with hunting. That's not a thing that I have a problem. I've been grouse hunting. I can't bring myself, and it's just a personal thing. I don't have anything against people that go deer hunting and things like that. I don't. It's a thing that people do, whatever. I've been grouse hunting, and it's kind of fun. I mean, it kind of is. They're just weird little animals.
What about ducks or geese?
No, I can't. I used to own a duck. I used to own a goose. A goose. A goose. Her name was Lucy.
So I'll tell you a story.
I hatched her from an egg that I
I
stole.
had some duck eggs in them.
That I stole out of a Canadian goose nest one time.
Shame on
I know. I was bad.
I'm really a very humane person.
Mm-hmm. He is. You guys don't. We're joking. We're joking. He's actually a very sweet, very humane person.
So the other about a week and a half ago, I went to throw a bag of garbage in our dumpster out here. Again, living in a marina, I don't have a garbage can. I've got a dumpster that's half the size of my boat. And it was almost empty. It had just been emptied the day before. And when I walked up to it, I threw the bag and I turned around and looked, and
I know. I'm just showing him.
We're not going to eat that. We could, but we're not.
No, we're not going to. Okay. Anyways.
So I get to the dumpster and there's a raccoon in there.
Did you help it out?
I did. So first I wasn't sure if it was hurt or not, because you imagine this dumpster, the sides are almost 5 feet high, and the thing had to get up there somehow and fall.
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't get out.
They're very bouncy though.
Well, it was a young adult, but it was still a young fat adult.
Yeah.
Which is surprising for springtime. So I tried to get it to move, and all it would do was sit back on its haunches. So I wasn't sure it was hurt or not. So I went and grabbed a 2x4 with a piece on it to help hold it up, and I put it in there. The thing didn't want anything to do with it.
Yep.
I tried to get it to move. It wouldn't move. So then I went, and we had a log that was probably 7 feet tall, and I took that and I threw this log in there. It was probably about that big around. I still couldn't get it to move. I left for an hour, come back, and then I took the log and I bumped it a little bit to get it to move. Well, it scurried the other side, so at least I knew it was healthy. So then I walked away for a few seconds, came back, and I started wrapping the side of it without getting so it could see me. And it tried going up the 2x4, and that fell. So then it scurried over to the log. Of course, I had to thump the dumpster again because it just didn't care.
Got out.
finally it crawls up this thing, and it was, I wish I would have had my phone with me at the time, because as it's crawling up, the log starts turning, and then it's trying to get on the side, and then it goes the other way. But it made it up, and it knew I was following it, because it turned around and went on. There's a bunch of boats up on shore that are, for winter storage, and it stayed under those boats the whole way, staying out of view, so you couldn't follow it. But yeah, so I do care.
I know. Listen, I give him a lot of crap because that's just what I do because I can. Oh,
She
I
tries. It don't bother me.
think. But no, he is a very, very sweet person. He is a very caring person. And I know, listen, he's not going to hurt an animal. Now, are cats his cup of tea? Not especially,
I wouldn't hurt a cat
but he
either.
wouldn't hurt a cat. He wouldn't hurt a cat. He might hurt a fly. Yeah, you would.
Oh, yeah.
You got an electric fly zapper thing.
I do.
I know.
You
I
saw
seen
that.
it. I did. I saw that and I was like, yep.
All right, so there's a story behind that too, why I got that, and I'm glad I got it. Went out to the island last year, different boat, it's a little bit smaller version, only had one door in and out. I figured it would be all right. I didn't think anything would be wrong with it.
Right.
No. I ended up coming back to my boat after I got done on the beach with the fire, and there was 1,000 mosquitoes in the
Oh
boat.
God, I can't. No.
I spent up most of the night trying to kill mosquitoes.
Oh, yeah, no, for real. Rissy says yes. As a family, we always ate deer, but I hated to see them bring it home and skin. I know. I couldn't. I listen. I can eat it. That's fine. But I just didn't want to see it. That's all. As long as I don't got to see it. Okay. So what are you doing? Let's explain this.
All right, so I've peeled or skinned, whatever you want to call it,
Not skin peeled.
the zucchini. I cut the ends off. So now I'm gonna make, this is a spiralizer, and there's a bunch of different blades, but I've just got one that I use whenever I'm making stuff. It's just one size fits all to me.
That's how I do it too. I find something that works, and I'm like, well, works for everything.
So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spiralize these. Once I get them in there, I'll just rinse them off a little bit.
Nice.
Then I'm gonna take some ground beef, because I know she would freak out if I use the ground lamb.
No lamb.
And I'll brown the ground beef, and then I'll throw the noodles in there and heat those up along with the sauce. But I'm going to add a few of my own spices too, because they just never have enough in these things.
I'm glad you're using that because actually I've always wondered. I've seen that in like the health food stores and stuff because we do inventory on some health food stores, and I've always seen that. I'm always like, yeah, but is it really healthy? Is it a joke? But yeah.
So here's the deal.
Yeah.
We're going on the assumption that the place that makes this stuff is making it healthy.
Right.
I've worked in a food manufacturing facility, and we've got pretty good policies on making sure that what it says is in there is in there.
Right.
We do a lot of testings, and if the FDA comes in, or in this case something that's organic, they come in and check it, you're going to get a healthy fine, if not shut down.
Right.
And the place I was at, Aldi's of all places, cut our contract for 18 months because we weren't holding to their standards. And it was simple as the zipper on the top of a zipper bag that you get with some stuff in wasn't adhering properly. So that really frustrates me. But the nice thing about it is I read every label. Anything I pick up, I read every label. And so for instance, this one, Whole Foods, that's what you want to go for.
Yes.
No preservatives, no sugars, things like that. If you're going to have sugar, it's got to be like something from like a beet or something like that, but something natural. Don't buy cane sugar, because our body never really was intended to have that kind of stuff. So if you look on here, it's Italian whole peeled tomatoes, olive oil, onions, basil, salt, garlic, black pepper, and oregano.
And that's it. Okay.
That's it.
Fair enough.
So we're not having, because I don't do wheat and I don't do dairy.
Right. No words we can't pronounce. No words we have to look up.
Right.
Okay.
If you can't say it, the way I look at it is, if you're going to eat it and you can't take something that you recognize and make it in your kitchen,
right,
then it's probably not the healthiest.
Okay, that's fair. So here's, Rissy made some really good points here I want to point out, Stuart, just for you. So she said, if he was in your house with your cats, he'd change his mind once they all came and wanted love. Especially Pebbles doing her head bobs would win him over. She's like a snake charmer. I'm just letting you know. Yeah.
I've seen Pebbles.
Yeah. Pebbles is a snake charmer. Listen, I'm telling you, listen, someday I'm going to get Stuart down to Missouri and he's going to meet the cats and I'll be like, see, they're awesome.
I'll rent an Airbnb and come down and visit sometime.
Oh my God, my plan's been foiled. Okay, get the spiraling.
I'm going to make some spiraling.
Get the spiraling. I want to see the spiraling. Rissy says you better go meet her before I kidnap her. Rissy, she's so funny. Little strips over there. Look at the little strips, guys. And Heather gave us $2 for Pebbles tuition. Listen, Pebbles is in Head Bob College, and Heather is funding it. Rissy says, I want her so bad. I know you do. Okay, I gotta admit, this is kind of cool. So now when you're done within the spirals, you're gonna rinse those off, and then that's gonna be the noodles.
That's gonna be the noodles.
Zucchini noodles.
These are my favorite ones. That's the center.
That's the center.
Yep.
It looks like a worm, guys. Look, it looks like a worm. Can you eat these with just plain?
Yeah. I will have zucchini in my salad sometime.
Okay, it's very listen, it's not that I've never had zucchini before, but every time I have zucchini, it's always cooked or fried or something like that. That's good. It's kind of like it's like the cousin to a cucumber.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Got this.
It's actually a squash.
Listen, in my mouth, it's a cousin of a cucumber. All right. I love spaghetti squash. Oh, I know. I love spaghetti squash, actually.
That was the other option I had.
Right.
But it takes a little longer, and you got to
Okay.
use the oven. It's already warm enough in here.
So listen, let me just tell you something. It is hot as hell in here.
Oh
Just
no.
saying.
So right now it's only 86 in here.
6. Did you hear that? 86 degrees in here. Do you know what the air temperature is outside? It's like 66.
Hey Google,
20.
hey Google, what's the temperature outside?
The temperature in Inver Grove right now is 68 degrees.
Ta-da! I'll pat myself on the back. Thank you very much. That's right.
So I live here by myself, and I don't have any animals. So my closest
Friend is
relationship is with Google.
I love that. And Gertrude said they use the zucchini noodles a lot on The Biggest Loser. You're right, they do.
Yep.
They do. Yep.
I'll do cauliflower rice.
That's actually really
Sometimes.
good. So check this out. So one year for Thanksgiving, my girlfriend's house, we were making dinner, and I had asked her husband if he would eat cauliflower mashed potatoes. Right? He's like, I'm not eating that crap. That's disgusting. That's for hippies. Right? That's what he said. That's literally what he said. I am just saying. Not my opinion, his. So I was like, all right, fine. I did it anyways. Right? We sit down to dinner and he's eating food, and I'm not saying nothing to him. And then he gets seconds of the mashed potatoes and keeps eating. I'm like, you like the mashed potatoes? He's like, yeah. I'm like, good, because it's cauliflower. He just looked at me. I'm like, that's right. Don't ever tell me that it's hippie stuff ever again. He was like, I can't believe you tricked me like that. You lied to me. He was so mad. Cats for Nelson. Hi from Minnesota. Cats for Nelson. Hello, honey. How are you? Are you in Minnesota, or are you just saying hi because I'm in Minnesota? Are you in Minnesota too? Look at those noodles. New news. There's new news, guys. I like Cats for Nelson. Hi, Gertrude and Irma. I know you. We have 5 cats in Minnesota. All right, a fellow Minnesotan. Nice to see you. Thanks for being in here. Listen, you know what's happened? Listen, I don't know if you guys can hear. Oh, PSA. PSA. Sorry, hang on. I'll get back to that. Remind me of the accent. Okay, that's what I was going to talk about. PSA, public service announcement, guys. At the top of the chat, there is a pinned comment. If you click on it, you can turn on accept gifted memberships, because we have people that love to jump in here and gift memberships all the time. They're very, very generous. And so if you want to be part of that party, if you want to be eligible to get one, please make sure that you are clicking on that comment up there. Click on that link, turn on accept gifted memberships so that you can be eligible, guys. Don't forget, there's the public service announcement. Thank you. Have a nice day. Okay, so the accent thing. So here's what's happened. I've spent 3.5 years down in Missouri trying to shed the Minnesota accent. Okay, 3.5 years. And I think I've done pretty dang good. I get up here. People have to be blue to click on the link. I think I'll copy and paste it. I don't think you have to be blue, hun. But it's also in your settings. It's basically just your YouTube settings. Cats for Nelson. Yeah, it's just in your YouTube settings. You can find it there too. But I've never had anybody say that you have to be blue to click on the link. I have to be glue to, or no, glue. Glue. Good, Kim. Listen, I can talk. English works.
Her
Minnesota.
tongue is stuck.
So, anyways, you have to be blue in order to post links in the chat. But to click on the links that we post, you don't have to be blue. So go ahead and try the link, hun. Wait, I got it. I had to press on the link. Yes, thank you so much. I'm so glad you got it, honey. To make sure you turn on accept gifted membership, sweetie. So here's the thing. So I get back up here and I'm around my dad, who has got a very good Swedish Minnesota accent. Pretty good
you
one.
betcha.
Oh, listen, it's bad. And not only that, but he's got me watching this. What were we watching? Rust Brothers. Rust Brothers, they do restorations. And these guys have got the biggest accent, Minnesota accent. And I'm sitting there watching it with my dad. I'm like, we're talking. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a pretty decent car there. Oh yeah, I like that car. That's gonna be a good one. And I'm going on and on with my dad. And all of a sudden my dad's just like, are we gonna keep doing this? I'm like, oh my God. I just picked it right back up and worse than ever. Yeah. And there we go. Heather gifted a membership and Just Beth got it. Congratulations, Just Beth. Thank you so much, Heather. So what do you pull out now? Let's see.
So this is what I use a lot of. Is
why is it
coconut
liquid?
oil.
Oh, I know why it's liquid,
'Cause
because it's 86 degrees in this place.
Tomorrow it'll be white and hard again.
What?
Stop it.
It's liquid. That is how hot it is in the boat. It is liquid.
Hey, it's cool today. Yesterday it was 97 degrees.
No. Oh my God. That's terrible.
You have to show them why, though. I mean, it's not just because it's hot in the boat, although
Okay.
it will during the summertime.
So I'm going to show you something. Okay. If you look out here, I don't even know if they can see it because it's so bright. I don't know if you can tell, but there is a white sheen outside. That's not because it's glaring. It's because he hasn't unwrapped the boat yet. So the boat is still wrapped with plastic. So basically we're in a giant incubator.
It's a big greenhouse or a big present.
It's a big greenhouse. That's a good way to explain it. It's literally a greenhouse. Yeah.
That's what it is. I mean, ultimately, it's the same plastic as they use,
Right.
except, I mean, theirs is just standard plastic. This
Right.
stuff actually shrinks down when you put heat to it, just like if you were going to put
This is
plastic
like
on a window.
5 mil plastic. I don't know. It's thick.
7 mil. It's
Oh
thick.
my God, I was joking. Okay, it's 7
7
mil. Oh yeah, Minnesota boat. You got it. See, look at, I can't. So Kit Hayward. Hi, Kit. How you doing, honey? Nice to see you in here. Welcome in. Yeah, Minnesota boat. Yep. Okay, so what is this? We're doing beef, ground beef. That's right. Because I'd rather eat a cow than a little lamb.
You see the package.
That's awful. Listen, that's not right.
Look,
And Heather
ground beef.
gifted another membership, and Gertrude got it. Congratulations, Gertrude. Thank you so much. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? Gangsta's here. That's right. What's with the microwave? Heather Stewart says microwave. What's microwave? Don't tell me about what's microwave about. What happened? I don't know. She said microwave. I don't know what she's talking about.
I do have a microwave and I have a toaster oven. I don't use the microwave very much. Microwaving actually will
Blow a fuse?
It's not. No, it's just.
Oh.
It's not really good for the nutrients in the food. It can screw stuff up. But I do use it.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
We're in a boat. So cool. No, we are in a boat. We are literally in a boat, guys. Here, I'll show you. Hang on. I'll unplug you. I'm going to take you for a walk. Hold on. Yeah, I just
Don't mind the mess.
Listen, mess.
Well, the door's open. You can walk in.
My house has got 20 cats, and he's like, don't mind the mess in the boat. The single guy with nothing around here. Okay, let me show you. So here we go. See, look, this is where I'm at. Walk out here. I'm still gonna trip and fall in the water. Watch. And there's water, and there's a boat, and there's more water and a dock. Yeah, we're in a boat. Wait, the cats are on a boat? No, the cats are not on a boat.
There's one next door.
Okay, well, so somebody next door actually has a pet cat in the boat, but that's not my cats. No, my cats are back home in Missouri. I am visiting Minnesota right now for the week. And Heather gifted another membership, and Terry got it. Congratulations, honey, and thank you so much again, Heather. Heather's a gifting machine. Can we see the boat? Yeah, we'll do that after dinner. After dinner, I'll actually walk outside. And you can see, you can't really see it because he literally hasn't taken the plastic off yet. We're in a greenhouse. Cats on a boat, snakes on a plane. No different. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, I was like, no way. No, you know what though? Here's the thing. I would totally have, if I had a boat, I'd still have my cats.
No reason why you can't.
I mean, they wouldn't escape. I mean, they'd try it once and be like, never doing it again.
Trust me, they can.
Okay, they can.
There's a gentleman that.
Oh, I got to show you guys this before he starts talking. I got to show you this. This is great. All of his spices, organic. That's adorable. It's adorable.
See, wild fit. Wild fit
I can't. You
know
know
means
what?
healthy.
You know what, Stuart? You shouldn't be on a boat. You should be out in the woods. So you can hug a tree.
Come up during the summertime, and I'll take you to the island. And then not only will she be on a boat, but she'll be on this boat on the river, going to an island.
So get this. So this is the Mississippi, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, we're on the Mississippi, guys. So the egg I told you about that I hatched, it was actually me and a buddy that launched our canoe. We had a canoe. It was back when I was still using, okay? I was still actively doing bad things, guys. It was bad choice, bad decisions all around. We jumped in a canoe and decided we're going to go on the Mississippi River. So we did, and we found an island. So we pulled over onto the island. And as we were walking around the island, we came across a goose nest. And I was like, hey, she's got 5 eggs in this nest. I can take 3. So I took 3.
And you actually hatched it.
And I put them inside my jacket against my skin and held them like this all the way back. And we got home because I had an incubator. Put those suckers in the incubator and turned them every day and did what you're supposed to. And one day I opened that thing up and there was a dang goose. I was like, look what I made.
You like spicy?
Hell yeah. Habanero, sea salt. Heck yeah. Yeah. That sounds amazing. Let's see. Oh my God, last night our cat was in the ceiling again. Oh my God, that's so funny. How did they get up? Yeah, how did he get up there? Oh my God, Beans, he likes to explore, jumped on some chairs and onto the dehumidifier. Oh no, Beans went in the only hole in our ceiling. It's there because we had a leak. Oh no. And Heather gifted another membership and Angela got it. Congratulations, hon. Bean sounds like an awesome kitty. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. My late Italian cat learned to love boat drives. That's so cool. Did the others hatch too? No, actually, only one of them hatched. And I left the other ones in there thinking that they might hatch eventually too. What I found out, however, is what it smells like when an egg explodes in an incubator. I don't recommend it. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Mm-mm.
Yeah, if an egg explodes.
You know how long it took to get the smell of my room?
Sure.
Weeks. Yeah.
If an egg explodes, it's got to be pretty rotten.
Yeah, no, it was bad. It was bad. But again, I'm just going to go back to not the point in time I made the best decisions. Yeah, it was not my strong point for decision making. Mm-mm.
So I do have a canoe right up here on the dock, just before you go up the shore. You wanted to go try it, and there's a bunch of goose eggs.
I don't do those things anymore.
There's a bunch of goose eggs over
there. I don't have
an
incubator anymore. Don't start with me. Damn it, you're gonna make me drive home with a damn incubator. I'm gonna go buy an incubator, and I'm gonna have eggs in an incubator in the backseat of my car. Nom noms.
And just so everybody knows, this is just the simple way. I'm a single guy. I cook easy. I don't like things difficult.
What was it? What was your thing back in the day that you always ate?
Oh, I would take leftovers, any leftovers.
Hamburger helper.
And put them all together and just make a goulash out of the whole thing.
I used to drive my mom nuts because if Stuart was in charge of making dinner, we knew it was some kind of hamburger helper crap. My mom was like, oh, look, imagine that. Stuart's making hamburger helper.
So I want y'all to think about this though.
Mhm.
In 2020, I found out I had Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is what started me really on my coaching career. I had already gone through Wild Pit, and if it wasn't for that, I probably would still be in very bad shape just from that, because Hashimoto's is a thyroid condition. It's like your immune system is attacking your thyroid. But because of what I went through, I don't have that problem anymore. And a lot of that was because I drank. I mean, when I was